Hello everyone, Blue Blur here. This is the second video of this topic on my channel, and I'm sorry about that. I wasn't intending on making this video. The Nemesis Bloodreich video was meant to be my only case of, oh hey, let's talk about this controversy. But this controversy is so bad that I just need to talk about it. Today, we're going to be talking about the cult called Spawnism. For y'all who don't know, Spawnism started with the hit Roblox game Forsaken. And then it would outright grow into Reddit communities and multiple bad incidents happening. I can't really say the words that are on screen, or I'm fixing to say, but I would just like to thank the anti-Spawnism Reddit for giving me the resources possible to make this video. And yeah, let's just go over the topics. So Spawnism is very heavy on TikTok, and people are outright like about Christianity, and the creator outright being a peak radio. If I could even say the substitute word. Seriously, YouTube is pretty strict. But multiple screenshots prove the creator's absolute creepiness. And lately, he was raided by the police for all the bad stuff that he did. And multiple members, and you know, Roblox is mainly a game played by minors, blame brain rot. Yeah, so, it's probably a fully grown adult man who made a cult for basically a children's game. Yeah, that's bad. But here are the screenshots. This is one of the main people in the cult telling someone to do some very adult actions. And then in the Spawnism religion Reddit community, it has an extremely toxic community, and I'll show multiple screenshots and I'll explain them. Okay. This person is saying that Spawnism is not a cult, and it's a religion. But the definition of a cult fits better with Spawnism rather than something like Christianity. It says Spawnism is a true religion beyond science, so stop hating and spamming bad words. Okay, first of all, you're basically saying that Spawnism is above education. But you want to know what was made to make the game that you worship? Math and science. That's basically what coding is. So the fact that you just said that, first, I'm so confused, but let's look at the next screenshot, where they want an anti-spawnist dead. But seriously, yeah, this is not how a religion acts. In fact, I'll show the definitions of a religion and a cult on screen right now. A cult has three definitions. There's either a system of religious virtue and devotion directed towards a particular figure or object, relatively small group of people having religious beliefs or practices regarding as strange or sinister, a misplaced or excessive admiration for a particular person or thing. And then here's the definition of a religion. The belief in and worship of a superhuman power or powers, especially a god or gods. Those are not the same definition, and it better fits the definition of a cult. But just in case you're not done reading it, I'm going to keep it on screen for a moment. But just wait until you hear what happens for when you have to join. We're going to be going over that later, but I'm gonna have to blur this so my video doesn't get taken down. But yeah, you can still see the scars and the bleeding. That's not a religious group. So, it says, so if you want to be a spawnist, you have to follow these rules. First, you have to get an image of a spawn, printed or draw it on a paper. Then you put your blood in the middle, little blood only, and then get a tattoo of spawn on your hand. You have to put your blood only one time in the middle of the paper. Then you have to remember the spawn every day? That's just a bit of the rules. That is definitely a cult. Okay, first of all, you don't have to cut yourself to join a religious group. And then you don't have to get a tattoo of the cross. You don't. Okay, but this kind of reminds me of Life with Grandpa. For y'all who don't know, it was the 90s or 2000s, I think. And there was this pedophilic Smex cult. And it was praising a figure, but it was also, yeah, it was bad. It was horrible. But still very similar to what is happening with Spawnism. But again, let's go over screenshots of the creator. So after someone committed sue after the raids, I think, but multiple people have been said death threats because they don't support it. And that's definitely a cult. Most definitely. But let's go over the lies first. I don't really have a screenshot because I didn't really have the time. Nor did I think I'd have to be making this video. But one person on TikTok in Spawnism said that Christianity started off as a cult. And if you know anything about the Bible or any religion, no. I outright studied Christianity in school. And it did not start off as a cult. It started off by Muhammad. And it never ever mentioned a cult. Ever. So trust me, I have a religious family, and they never ever said that Christianity started off as a cult. But again, let's see the creator screenshots. I'm going to read what he said. Recently, I got swatted. They came over to my house and gave me a few files. They contained images of my face. I explained to them that this is the anti-Spawnism's lies. They understood, apologized, and kindly left. Those are either some stupid police or you're full of crap. Because I don't think that the SWAT is going to be hearing that. But, yeah, someone did commit, and I'm going to show the bottom half of the screenshot. It is with great sorrow and grief that I announce that, yeah, I'm not reading that, has committed sue. As a result, I will lock down all channels in respect for her. Please take a moment to remember her greatness. May her second life be the best life. That is most definitely a cult. I don't think they would do that if they had Pope Francis in a Discord server. Wanna know why? Because it's a religion, not a cult. I'm talking about Christianity, not Spawnism. But yeah, Spawnism, most definitely a cult. I'm not even going to debate it. But that's it for this video. I've I've seen some disgusting things, and let's just hope that this all gets resolved or the creator gets arrested soon. Good night.